Well, hello, sports fans, and welcome here to the Hive. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock. We have a unique twist for tonight's basketball action. The Perham Yellow Jackets in varsity action will take on Pequot Lakes here later tonight. But right now for junior varsity, they will be taking on Park Rapids area. The Panthers filling in for Pequot Lakes tonight due to COVID-19. So we have a unique one here on our hands. And what's also unique is the Panthers now a former Yellow Jacket running the program in Josh Meter.
Right, and it seems like it's a alumni month, maybe alumni couple of weeks. And Jason, you touched on this last night. For those of you who have joined us regular or become our regular followers here, we had a multitude of different, from Josie Beachy to Jensen Beachy, Josh Meter's team now coming on over here. Probably missing some as we go, but again, you can see when you have successful programs, it starts to kind of spread itself out over central Minnesota and northern Minnesota as schools want to bring in from that type of program.
Well, you hear about it a lot in the NFL about the certain coaching tree, and you can see that happen in high school all the way across the state here in Minnesota. And you look at Park Rapids Panthers for Josh Meter last night, they picked up a big win for his program, very young program, or young coach for that program, and he picked up a big win over Detroit Lakes, his Panthers did, defeating the Lakers 79-71, and what a victory that is for Josh Meter and his program in varsity action. Tonight we'll see the junior varsity squad take on the Yellow Jackets, and then it will be the state-ranked battle that we were anticipating tonight between the Pequot Lakes Patriots and the Perham Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets come in ranked 15th in the state. Pequot Lakes comes in ranked 13th, so that should be a fun battle here. Yellow Jackets also have a home winning streak of 56 games after last night's victory here at the Hive, where they avenged an earlier regular season loss to Barnesville.
Yeah, it's going to be a great night, Jason, and one of the unique things about tonight is you said the state-ranked teams and all the different things that go along with it. It's really unique, I think, to be this close together, to have two teams that aren't in the same conference, aren't in the same section, but two quality programs from a long time. And another little history note there, and you maybe touched on it. People have been texting me here. We have Coach Gruey, who was coach of the Pequot Lakes later on. He's come over to Perham now, so there's that little tidbit too of Coach Gruey probably had a lot of these kids in their 9th grade years, 8th, 9th grade years. So there's so many connections weaved in between these that it just makes it for a really fun night.
Should be an interesting game here first between Park Rapids and Perham. We'll take a quick time. We'll come back with the start.
Magnitude Sports has delivered over 1,000 broadcasts capturing all fourth quarter comebacks, walk-off home runs, buzzer beaters, 62-point volleyball sets, and double overtime victories. The excitement is on Magnitude Sports. Over 150 teams from 5 states and 2 countries have been featured on Magnitude Sports at both the varsity and sub-varsity levels. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and select your alert preference so you never have to miss that big moment from your favorite area sports team. Find us on Facebook and Twitter too. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Welcome back here at the Hive. We're getting ready to go. It'll be Daryl Eder to tip against the Yellow Jackets' Micah Thompson. The Yellow Jackets will be going left to right. The Panthers going right to left. As we get ready for this junior varsity action here from the Hive. Yellow Jackets C squad suffering a tough 47-33 defeat to a very good Pequot Lakes squad. As Richter drives, gets to Daniels, far side, Thompson. Thompson gets the screen, now goes down to Daniels, who set the screen. Baseline jumper's good, and the Yellow Jackets take the early lead.
Daniels started out hot last night, wasn't under the bucket, but at the top of the key, so he's kind of that starter or maybe igniter for the Yellow Jackets.
Yelanimi with it, gives it over to Hensel. Hensel handoff for Eder. Now comes near side, Luke Hartung with it, drives in the lane off a foot, he gets control of the basketball. But now Park Rapids drives, gets cut off. And a foul with 15-19 to go in our opening half here from the Hive on the Magnitude Sports Network. Oh, we got special delivery to the press box. Or press roll, I got to say here.
Yeah, you never know what Mr. Coons is going to come up with for an evening snack, and he really had a surprise for tonight.
He definitely did, as that goes off the foot there of Hensel and out of bounds. Aiden Ulanimi Hensel. Out of bounds there, and will stay with Parker Rapids.
Little change in the lineup for the Yellow Jackets tonight. Austin Anderson in the starting lineup in place of Chaz Melvin, who you saw tweak his ankle a little bit last night.
Levi Richter gets the nice bucket to go for the Yellow Jackets, makes it 4-0. And there's a couple of key injuries that happened last night. We'll keep an eye on them. Like you said, Chaz Melvin out tonight. And now pass turned over here near side. We'll get the ball to Perham. Question will be the status of Soren Anderson, who was the leading scorer last night. Not suited up for JV. Might be suited up for varsity tonight. We'll see there. That could be a as the ball gets tipped in the backcourt as Anderson was trying to find Daniels.
Right, and one of the things that I think on that play, Jason, the JV guys are going to want to shorten up those passes no matter who you're playing, what kind of defense they're playing. Long passes are usually a danger.
Thompson, left side for Daniels. Daniels will drive to the lane, bounce pass there, Onenson. Onenson waits for the defender to clear, but he traveled in the process. Otherwise, had the right idea.
Looked like he was going to go up for the shot and then thought maybe I'll pump fake it, and I think he did a combination of both.
Now Park Rapids will bring the ball up court. UNME into the lane, loses it, and Kossigan has it, and the Yellow Jackets got numbers. Richter to the hoop, strong, shot is good, he's fouled. He'll go to the line for the three-point play. The Yellow Jackets out head early here on Parent Nights at the Hive.
Nice job by Richter there. He's really had a few nice games, Jason, as the last 3 or 4 here. Watching him play, you just see improvement all the time as he hits that free throw.
7-0 in favor of the Yellow Jackets. Hartung gets cut off. Now looks into Eder. Eder to the hoop, strong, good for 2. Nice cut. Eder gets the layup, 7-2 the score. Now near side, Hansen with it for the Yellow Jackets. Dribbles back up top for Kossinek. Kossinek looks to drive, gets cut off. I was going to hand it off and stolen away. And Park Rapids will start things up here for the Panthers. They go near side for Morris.
Good defense by Park Rapids, but just a little miscommunication between the 2 Yellow Jackets.
Eder fires a 3. Richter there for the board. Richter picks up his dribble, goes cross court here on the pass. Onenson thought about the shot, now dribbles back up top for Kossinek. Kossinek in the lane with a nice bounce pass there for Micah Thompson. The baseline jumper's good. Micah Thompson makes it 9-2. And when he gets going on that baseline jumper, really kind of carries it over into the varsity squad for him.
Yeah, and we have out of bounds stays with the Panthers, but yeah, and it's that early shot, it seems like, for him that kind of ignites him and gets him going. But one of the things I was going to say on that play that is done a lot, and if you watch tonight, Connor Kosnick's got a great way of getting deep into that lane and kind of hits that jump stop and then sees where the defense goes, and he usually is spot on with where he's throwing the ball.
Eder with it. We'll go right side. Now tied up. And it comes all the way around here to the near side. Spinning into the lane. That time was Noah Morris. Now gets the ball to Hensel, and he loses it. And back the other way come the Yellow Jackets. Richter off the screen, drives baseline, kick into the lane. Anderson fires up a shot, no good off the front iron. And the board is grabbed by the Panthers. They'll come back. Here's Morris. Morris looking to go coast to coast. Dishes it for Eder for the short jumper. Misses everything. Hits.
And if that Morris name sounds familiar, Jason, I believe he was the quarterback for the football team as a freshman this year. So when he's driving and dishing, it's just a kind of an extension of fall for him, I think.
Near side, Richter will launch for 3. That's short. Rebound, and the putback is good for Jacob Daniels. 11-2 run to start the game for the Yellow Jackets. Now comes up top. Thought about the 3 for a second. There it is. Elanemi, he'll drive, draws the foul. He'll go to the line, has a chance to shoot 2.
Yeah, nice step through on that one. Kind of rocker step that 3-point shot a little bit, just got the Yellow Jackets a little off balance, and then got to the basket.
Free throw on its way is good. 11:50 to go in our opening half here at the Hive.
Some changes in the game. Michael Schwantz coming in, giving Micah Thompson a little breather.
Second free throw, good. The Yellow Jackets will bring it up corner. Here's Schwantz. For Kostanek goes to the right side. Richter back up Onenson. Down about the three, now cut off the screen of Kostanek. Now Schwantz with it. Picks up his dribble, now goes to Onenson. Onenson drives, gets cut off, now comes back up top. It goes. Daniels for three, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Stay with the Yellow Jackets.
And that's Daniel's spot. He was hot last night, got the Yellow Jackets off to a great start. So I would suspect that we'll see him shoot that a few more times tonight.
Onenson gets the screen. Now goes all the way to the left side. Richter drives baseline, bounce pass there, and the shot no good by Schwantz. Rebound grabbed by the Panthers. They'll come back the other way. Looking to drive that time. Noah Larson gets cut off, comes back up top of the backcourt, but it's saved. Morris with it. Now back to Ulanimi. He will drive, float up a shot, no good. Rebound grabbed. And the Yellow Jackets. Richter, strong bounce pass inside for Kostanek. Slows it down and lays it up and in, and it's 13-4.
That was a nice shot by Kostanek. It's hard to stop that dead stop and then let the defense go by, but he did a nice job of not moving his pivot feet.
Quick three, no good. Long rebound back to the Panthers. Looking to drive and cutting through and laying it up and in, Noah Morris. Future looks bright for him and the Panthers as they now cut into the lead. Onenson. Near side, Daniels. Hands it off there for Schwantz. He'll drive, no, it's cut over to Kostanek. Kostanek into the lane, stops. Does as you said, and waits for the play to set up. And now Richter cuts through. Pass tapped out of bounds.
Right, that's not an easy spot to drive into, and he's got kind of that long step and then gathers himself. And you'd think you'd see a few more turnovers out of there because there's so many arms in there. But he does a nice job of just keeping it under his chin, and I would suspect at some point everybody's going to pass off to another guy, and he's going to get the wide open shot.
Noah Thompson checks in as he'll swing it over to him, and he will fire the three and hit it. 16-6, Yellow Jackets lead.
Instant in the game. That's confidence you like to see.
Now with it, the Panthers driving the lane, throw up an off-balance shot that time. Did Noah Larson. And the Yellow Jackets will get the loose ball, come back here. And that's Richter driving, kick out, stolen away, and Noah Morris stepped in front of that one. The vision of a quarterback actually worked that time as a vision of a corner as well. Looking to drive, float up a shot, no good that time from Corey Johnson, and the Yellow Jackets clear out.
And on that one, Richter's had such success, Jason. I think he was expecting the opposite wing to kind of flash into the lane, and they didn't come.
And the Panthers will get the ball off the turnover. Caleb Barola on the far side did a nice job saving the ball from going out of bounds. Now he has it. Bowls his way into the lane. And now hands it off for Morris. Bounce pass here near side. Looking to drive. And using the glass is Noah Larson. Gets it to go. It's now 16-8.
Yeah, you're talking about looking at the future there. There's Morris is a freshman and Larson is a freshman playing in the JV game, and they're looking pretty good.
And Schwantz hits the three. And it's stolen away by Richter. Richter bounce pass to Schwantz. Schwantz the layup, that's good. And it's now 21-8.
There's that instant offense. We called him the microwave last night, Jason, and here he's 5 points right off the bench.
Three-pointer is good. Hitting that one, Noah Morris with a hand in his face. cuts it to 10.
So I probably shouldn't have said we called him. I called him that, so I'll take credit again for that one. But actually, I think I stole it from AD Aaron Anderson.
Looking to drive, laying it up and in. Caleb Marola off the steal. Makes it 21-13.
The tempo really picked up here, Jason. It's kind of fun to watch kids go up and down the floor.
Schwantz drives, pass thrown out of bounds. You mentioned AD Aaron Anderson, also PA director, DJ, official.
Yeah.
Man of all hats tonight.
Ref the 9th grade game. I'm sure we'll see him over PAing in the varsity game and running everything else. So nice job tonight by athletic director Aaron Anderson.
Marola with it. Spins into the lane. Bounce pass left side and driving to the hoop strong. Shot no good though. It's Corey Johnson. He gets his board. Now he's swinging over to the inside. Now comes back up top. Marola thought about the 3 drives and draws that foul on his way to the hoop.
You know, it's not always the smoothest when the Panthers are on offense, Jason, but they definitely know what they're doing and what they want to accomplish every time down the floor. And you can see them starting to settle in. It was really fast for them, I think, at the beginning. And now you see them taking their time a little bit more. So nice work by the Panthers making that adjustment early.
Inbounds pass there. Hunter Harrison with it. Hands it off. Ender's going to launch the 3. It's short. But he's going to get his own long rebound for the moment. Now corrals it. And Park Rapids will reset. Now a 3 forthcoming. No good. Rebound tapped around. We're going to have a foul. It's going to go against Park Rapids. Park Rapids aggressive on the glass. They really battle for those rebounds.
Right, and it'll be interesting to see how long, Noah Morris just has that. He's a pretty good general on the floor. Obviously carries that over from the football field. Without him in the game, obviously needs a little breather here, but who will step into that role to get them into their offense?
Schwantz with it, gets the screen, now goes near side. Josh Peterson who had a nice night last night. Oh. We got a foul somewhere.
Looked like maybe on the Panthers, number 11, Eder, just kind of bodied and rode him, but to me it looked like one of those that the officials maybe sometimes in football pick up the flag of incidental contact. But
Thompson will inbound and a foul. Another one away from the ball. And Eder again. And Morris will come back in. So quick breather for Morris is maybe 5 actual game seconds.
Yeah. With the stoppages in play, it kind of worked out to his favor to get back in without much time going off the clock.
Up to Kostanek. Hands it out for Thompson. Now he's swinging around left side. Schwantz. Now picks up his dribble in a tough spot, but Thompson is there to save him. Now comes the Richter. Richter through the lanes, clears some space. Pull up jumper, no good. Rebound grabbed by Hartung. Morris will bring it up court for the Panthers. Over to Hartung looking to drive. He decides he's going to try to bowl through Connor Kostanek, and that will be a charge.
Yeah, it's fun. Connor maybe doesn't show up all the time in the scoring, but rebounds, setting screens. Just watch this offense go. There's times he'll set 3, 4, 5 screens on every possession, get a rebound, set somebody up. So, a lot of times if you're watching, you are watching this at home. If you're watching and looking for players, just look at the little things that Connor does.
Well, and you mentioned that. That's some of the type of stats that you hear some of these next level coaches talk about. They keep, and a lot of high school coaches do the same thing. It's the charges that they draw, the 4 burns that they get, those type of things that you see. And it ends up being a point of pride at the end of the season. Exactly,
and if we end up scoring off of this charge, that's really a bucket for the person who took the charge. So, it's just all those little, like you hear the next gen stats. That's where this is going to, is all of the little things.
Schwantz with it, hands off to Peterson, now to Kostanek. Kostanek back right side for Onenson. Onenson into the lane for Schwantz. Schwantz back up top for Peterson. Lengthy possession and a drive, almost saved. by Richter, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be Park Rapids basketball. 5:02 to go. Kind of a key spot again, as we've talked about last night with 5 minutes ago in the first half. Park Rapids has a chance to claw within 5 or 6 here on this possession. As were the boys basketball team last night for the varsity Yellow Jackets kind of took control. Now a foul, just like that, on Levi Richter. It was the spot where the Yellow Jackets against Barnesville kind of took control a little bit, went on that run, and that kind of helped them gain that separation and that victory last night.
Right. This is really, I think, because this is, you said, could be 5 or 6. It could end up going to 10 to 11. So that's a big disparity. You know, it's a huge difference between being down 5 and down 11.
Shot up, no good. Yellow Jackets get the board on the shot attempt there by Noah Larson. And coming back the other way over the Yellow Jackets. Richter with it into Kosnick cutting. Kosnick throws up the shot, no good. As a foul will be on Larson. Nice shot by Kosnick getting inside with a nice cut. Once again, getting that defender off the ground. And then went up and drew the foul.
And I think he was smart enough there that he just felt the contact and said, I'm throwing it up towards the basket and I'll shoot my free throws.
And he'll miss the first one. Perham and Pequot Lakes, the varsity game coming up. We'll start a new stream for that one tonight. Park Rapids filling in for Pequot Lakes on the junior varsity level tonight. So if you're searching and wondering why you have Perham Park Rapids, that is why. Instead of Perham Pequot Lakes, if you're searching on the
Or if you're looking and saying, what's wrong with my TV? The colors aren't right. They're right. The orange and black came in to fill in, and we thank them for coming too and making this possible. Otherwise, it would have been a kind of a strange setup for tonight's action.
Park Rapids with it there. Ulanemi now to Arola. Comes near side. Driving there. Larson to the hoop strong and gets it to go. And it's now 22-15.
Nice drive by Larson. Just strong body for a freshman to go in there. Pretty impressive. Richter
with it. Gets that screen. Works around the defender. Bounce past Schwantz. And a travel. 3:52 to go, and that turnover will give it back to the Panthers.
One of the things, Jason, Ulanimi really handles the ball well too, so it gives them kind of two ball handlers in here that they can feel comfortable with.
Bounce pass there, Larson, and he steps on the end line. And the turnover will give it back to the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, you're hoping for a bucket there if you're a Panther fan. They just can't quite get that one bucket to get it close enough, and then Schwantz with a two-pointer there.
Hits the pull-up jumper, stretches it to 9. Arola drives. Now to Larson. Back to Arola. Thought about the three. Passed it up. Now drives in the lane and travels on his way into the lane. Basketball will go back to Perham, like you said. Opportunity for them to really stretch this out and get ready for the second half.
I think there's something magical about that double-digit lead, Jason, that it just kind of gets the other team out of what they're doing, and we saw that a little bit even at the varsity level last night, that they started doing things that they wouldn't normally do.
Pass thrown out of bounds here on the near side. We'll give the ball back to Park Rapids. 2:56 to go in our opening half. Live from the Hive, I'm Jason Gross with Lance Rock. Getting you set up for tonight's battle of a pair of state-ranked teams coming in tonight. Both teams have combined 20 wins to 3 losses. The Yellow Jackets and the Patriots tonight.
Yeah, everything, all the paperwork and all the reading sets us up for a fun, action-packed evening again. And we've had a lot of them, Jason, in the games that we've done together.
We definitely have, and to say one thing is these Yellow Jackets definitely have been battle-tested at home this year. Some tight games with Esco, Dilworth, Glen, and Felton. You throw in the one with Holly, that was a higher scoring separation, but there was a pretty close game down to the wire. Breckenridge as well. Throw in Barnesville as Peterson drives, floats up the shot, no good. Tapped out of bounds to go to the Panthers. You just see that the Yellow Jackets have been really tested here at home of late and starting to kind of come into their own a little bit.
Right, and you see each game they're getting more confident as the end, even though it's closer than maybe they want it to be. You know, they just settle in, they run their offense, and they play good defense, and usually that's a great recipe to be in the game at the end.
Three-pointer by Noah Morris is good. Makes it 24-18, and then on the Pequot Lake side of things, they're playing some good basketball. They had a big win over Moose Lake Willow River at the time, another state-ranked team. They knocked off Esco, had a tough loss to DGF in that run, and their only loss of the year. As Daniel shot is no good, and back the other way with it is Ulanimi, hands it out for Arola. Arola drives, kick out near left side. Three-pointer from Stearns is up, no good, may have been altered.
And that loss that you said to DGF was overtime, and watched the end of that a little bit, and I think Pequot would do a few things differently right there at the end, but what a game.
Driving to the hoop, Isaiah Lehman draws the foul, go to the line to shoot two. And you think about it, of late you really think about the Perham-Pequot football rivalry. It's been an exciting one there, a lot of good matchups on the gridiron. They've also had a lot of good matchups now on the courts. And the reason why I kind of bring up the gridiron rivalry is they're in the same section that way. Basketball, they're not. Perham's Section 8 AA, and Pequot Lakes is Section 7 AA.
Yeah, and one thing you always knew going to Pequot Lakes was they were going to be athletic. They were going to be strong kids. They were going to be ready to play. And I think that probably the same thing with the basketball program is, like I said, they've had a multitude of success over there too. Here we are, Jason, with a minute 11, and it really felt like the Jackets had this thing under control. It's now back to 6 again, and so a bucket here going in closer to half. If they cut this lead down, you know, it starts, we talked about the separation of 10. When you also kind of give up that lead, you start to panic a little bit too, like we have to get it back and maybe rush some things. So really another key possession here for the Panthers, and if they get a 2 or 3 here, I think you'll see them kind of ramp up their energy.
Park Rapids with it, far side, Stearns. Now with the pass to Hensel. And it goes near side for Morris. Noah Morris with the head fake, now goes into a roll off his foot. Saved, turned over, tapped out of bounds, saved again. Wow, something like that. It's going to go to the Park Rapids.
White ball. No, that was an interesting, I think it hit a lot of body parts there, Jason, in a short period of time.
Pull-up jumper in the lane. Noah Morris, no good. Rebound by Lehman. 40 seconds to go. Yellow Jackets will bring it up court. And getting tied up was Onenson as he was tied up underneath with Arola. They'll put him at the line.
It was kind of a unique way. I think he was trying for the jump ball, but when you come from the back and wrap your arms around, it's usually an easy foul call for the officials.
Free throw, no good. Rebound grab by the Yellow Jackets with 30 seconds. Onenson with it. Now near side, Daniels. Into Peterson. Peterson drives, kick out right side. A 3 from Lehman. No good. Rebound grabbed and scattered there by Arola. Now comes back to Morris. Over to Arola with 9. Arola backs down, comes back to Morris with 5. He'll drive, draw the foul on the floor. And it's a good one if you're the Yellow Jackets because that's team 6.
Yeah, it's one of those you watch an NBA game and they kind of take that foul, not giving them something, and we'll have a timeout here by the Panthers setting up that last second play.
And we'll take a timeout with them.
Magnitude Sports has delivered over 1,000 broadcasts capturing all fourth quarter comebacks, walk-off home runs, buzzer beaters, 62-point volleyball sets, and double overtime victories. The excitement is on Magnitude Sports. Over 150 teams from 5 states and 2 countries have been featured on Magnitude Sports at both the varsity and sub-varsity levels. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and select your alert preference so you never have to miss that big moment from your favorite area sports team. Find us on Facebook and Twitter too. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
3.2 seconds to go. Panthers to inbound out of the timeout. Tarola. Shot no good. Morris's putback attempts no good. And that will be the end of the first half. Yellow Jackets lead 24-18. We'll take a timeout here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Hi everybody, my name's Andy Eckhoff, Business Development Manager at United Community Bank. We're a one-stop shop and our experienced staff is here to help you in any way we can. I want you to know that when you bank at United Community Bank, you have a whole team behind you, and our team wants to know your goals and how we can help you get there. We're the #1 commercial lender in the Lakes area. Come see us at United Community Bank, where the future is bright.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
That's us. Welcome back here to the Hive. Yellow Jackets lead Park Rapids by a score of 24-18. Junior varsity action. We'll have the varsity game following on a new stream between Perham and Pequot Lakes, which should be a fun one. And you mentioned it. You can't see it on our screen right now. To the right side is former Pequot Lakes coach, now Perham teacher, Gary Gruey, visiting with some of probably his old players over there.
Right, and that just adds one more part to the rivalry a little bit. And I know as a kid I would want to show my former coach how well we're playing and what we're doing, and knowing Coach Gruey, he's such a stand-up, great guy that, I know he's coaching some younger basketball over here, and his heart's probably definitely a Yellow Jacket now, but there's a little, being a great guy that he is, there's a little love yet for the Pequot Lakes crew as well.
It might be one of those nights for him. He's just going to be happy no matter what happens, getting to see a good basketball game in our main events later tonight when the Yellow Jackets take on Pequot Lakes in a battle of two state-ranked teams. Pequot Lakes coming in ranked 13th, Perham ranked 15th, both with 10 wins. Perham with 2 losses, Pequot Lakes with 1 loss. Have faced some familiar teams, DGF, ESCO, so it should be interesting to see how these two teams match up tonight. And also two teams that are trying to bring home conference titles, as the Pequot Lakes Patriots lead the Mid-State Conference with a 7-0 record, have a 2-game lead right now, and Perham trying to catch Breckenridge behind them right now in the standings.
Yeah, just so many interesting elements to the high school game of basketball, Jason. You talk about all the different with conference and whatever, and people kind of forget, and maybe you don't forget, but both teams played last night. So not only is that it, they're back in school, they're doing different things, and both teams had a game last night and then got up and did their thing and do it again. So all kinds of interesting elements to play here, and Pequot had a little bit easier game last night as they beat Pine River Bacchus 73-44. So does that come into play? Where it was a physical game for the Yellow Jackets last night. Barnesville kind of came in and wanted to bring a little bit more of that physical football style, and so we'll see if that took a toll at all on the Jackets coming into tonight's game.
We'll take a quick break, come back with the second half here from the Hive on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Hi everybody, my name's Andy Eckhoff, Business Development Manager at United Community Bank. We're a one-stop shop and our experienced staff is here to help you in any way we can. I want you to know that when you bank at United Community Bank, you have a whole team behind you, and our team wants to know your goals and how we can help you get there. We're the #1 commercial lender in the Lakes area. Come see us at United Community Bank, where the future is bright.
Magnitude Sports has delivered over 1,000 broadcasts capturing all fourth quarter comebacks, walk-off home runs, buzzer beaters, 62-point volleyball sets, and double overtime victories. The excitement is on Magnitude Sports. Over 150 teams from 5 states and 2 countries have been featured on Magnitude Sports at both the varsity and sub-varsity levels. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and select your alert preference so you never have to miss that big moment from your favorite area sports team. Find us on Facebook and Twitter too. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Welcome back here to the Hive. We're 16 game minutes away from a conclusion of this junior varsity contest between Perham and Park Rapids. Panthers with the ball, trailing by 6 to start things off here in the second half. Driving there that time is Larson, shot up and in, and it's now a 4-point game.
Nice setup there coming out of the half to get a good bucket there. 6 points for Larson on the night.
Nice dish there to Richter on the back cuts from Onenson, and it's now a 6-point Yellow Jacket lead.
So here we go, up and down the court again.
Vilanimi spins, drives, shot off the glass, no good. Rebound grabbed by Daniels. We'll see a unique and a different Yellow Jacket lineup tonight. Normally at this time we'd be seeing Soren Anderson as well off the floor, but battling that ankle injury. 3-pointer from Onenson, no good. Won't see Micah Thompson for the remainder of this game. Looking to drive that time, Noah Larson gets cut off, handoff there for Noah Morris, comes back and driving in the lane. That time was Corey Johnson. Goes back to Morris, and he's pocket is picked there by Richter. He drives off the glass, no good, but he'll be shooting 2 at the line.
Yeah, Richter's had definitely, if you're following along here, quick hands. I mean, that looked like a good drive by Morris. Great ball handler he's been all game, and a nice pick there by Levi Richter.
Free throw, no good. Nope, on the second one, and the rebound grabbed by the Panthers, and they'll come back. Morris with it. Bounce pass to the near side, cutting in the lane, Yelanimi Hensel, and he travels.
It's just got an interesting feel, Jason. I don't know if it's because Pequot Lakes fans are here and they're just kind of like watching the game. It's just got a different feel in the gym right now, and we'll see if the players can bring some of their own energy.
It almost has a feel of like a neutral court setting right now.
Right.
Oof, tough pass there to Schwantz. Might feel that one later as the Panthers will come back the other way with the 3-pointer from the corner. Good. Hitting that one, Noah Larson. That's a 3-point game all of a sudden.
Yeah, nice shot by Noah Larson. He's one of the freshmen that we talked about.
Onenson with it now for Schwantz. Over to Daniels. Right side. Richter cutting Daniels off the glass and in for 2. Nice feed. Levi Richter hitting Daniels in stride, and he lays it up and in.
It'll be nice to get Daniels going again here, too. Kind of a drought from his first little scoring stretch there.
Shot by Morris, no good. Richter goes coast to coast. Rebound, layup is short. He's fouled. It will put Richter to the line.
Nice take by Richter. I was kind of expecting him to spread it out just a little bit and maybe dump it just like he did last time over to Daniels, but he decided he had the right angle, so took it to the basket.
13:29 to go. Richter at the line. Short on the first one. And I'm willing to bet this one is going to be long if he misses.
It's usually what seems to happen is you overcompensate a little bit for the first one and it goes long. I'm gonna go with he's making it here, Jason.
See, I did put the if.
You did put it was a nice if in there. Oh, you were on. 1 Jason, 0 Lance.
Looking to drive that time, Harrison. Now goes Zarola. Zarola into the lane, shot off the glass, no good. Rebound grabbed by Kosanek. Kosanek back. Quick pass here, left side, Onenson. Thought about stepping into the 3, will pass it up now. Kosanek cross court for Richter. Richter, the 3, no good. Rebound by Zarola, and the Panthers will come back the other way. Here's Morris. Morris, cross-court pass there, and a 3 from the corner on its way, no good. Rebound, and the Yellow Jackets crash and converge, but it's Daniels that comes down with it off the missed 3-pointer from Luke Hartung.
How big a shot would have that been, Jason? It would have put it in within one possession of changing hands with the lead.
Driving Richter, circles around, floater, no good. Daniels taps the rebound out of bounds. It will go to Park Rapids area.
I've had that look once in a while. Daniels looked at his hands like, how did you just let me down there? I could have had a layup, and I've been in that situation. I think a lot of times you're just trying to grab it so quick and go up with the shot, you forget you got to have the ball first.
Rolla swings it up top. Hartung now to Morris. Comes back here for Rolla. Rolla spins, kicks it up top. Now he's swinging over the left side. Looking to drive there, Luke Hartung. Hands it off. The shot no good. Excuse me, there by Corey Johnson. But he'll go to the free throw line with 12:04 to go. Panthers have a chance of cutting the lead. They do just that as the first free throw drops. Second free throw forthcoming. And it's good. Richter will bring it here near side and drive. Dish there for Schwantz. Schwantz off the glass, no good. Rebound grab by Park Rapids. Morris gets the pass back from Hartung. Now goes over for Johnson. Johnson in trouble, finds help. That's Morris again. Morris cuts through, floats up a shot, and that's good. And a beautiful play by Noah Morris.
Wow, that was fun to watch, Jason. A little step through there, and I don't even know how he saw the basket, but it somehow went in.
Kind of reminded me of that shot last night from Tonsfeld, and now a reverse layup by Kosnick, no good. Rebound Morris, he's going to look to run. Morris against Richter. Richter swats a shot, but he's going to get called for the foul. A lot of body on that one with 11-12 to go.
And a lot of bodies on the floor. 2 to 3 guys right there. So it's starting to become a more up-tempo physical game right now.
Richter there quickly to help Morris up off the ground after the foul. But more importantly now for Park Rapids, we're tied at 28.
Yeah, nice little stretch there to start this second half for the Panthers.
That free throw no good. Rebound grab by Peterson. And here come the Yellow Jackets back. Facing some adversity in this junior varsity contest right now. Tied at 28 with Park Rapids. Richter into the lane, kick out for Peterson. The three is good. Nice drive and dish and finish. All in that play. Richter with the drive and dish. The three from Peterson. Hartung, the answer. And we're tied once again.
And back and forth we go. And I was just going to say, Jason, like you said it earlier, a little different lineup for the Yellow Jackets. So it'll be interesting who kind of comes out to be the leader here, because I think a lot of times in the second half, they got instant scoring from Soren Anderson. So who's going to take that spot right now? And Josh Peterson lit up the first one, so let's see what happens.
Kick out near side. Thompson with it. Now Richter into the lane. Pull-up Trumpers blocked away. Maybe some contact. Oh, and Richter spots that one out of bounds. Off the noggin of the Park Rapids assistant coach.
If the Jackets don't win this one, it's not going to be for a lack of effort by Levi Richter, Jason, as he's probably been on the floor the last 5 possessions, I believe, diving after a ball or going in for a layup.
Daniels to Peterson to Kosinick now. Kosinick into the lane, drives, floats up the shot, up and in for 2. And the Yellow Jackets now lead by 2.
Great job there by Connor Kosnick. He's just that ever-steady presence that we've been talking about.
Eder drives and gets it stolen away. Noah Thompson coming back. Tries to get it up ahead for Richter. It's too far for him. And it will go to Park Rapids area. 9:37 to go. It's a 2-point Yellow Jacket lead. Park Rapids with the basketball.
Yeah, the two freshmen have really paced the way here for the Panthers. 9 each for both Morris and Larson. So 18 of the 31 points. A pretty nice little run there for the two freshmen.
Larson tries but loses control of the basketball on his way to the hoop. With 9:23 to go. Thompson with it now to Kastnik, over to Schwantz. Schwantz to Josh Peterson, who launches the three. No good, off to the left. Rebound grabbed by the Panthers. Here comes Hartung. Left side looking to drive, cut off. That's Eder. Now comes back up top for Hartung. With it and driving is Mason Yelanimi, but he loses the ball. And Kastnik comes back. Kastnik into the lane, but he double dribbled. 8:48 to go.
Yeah, interesting second half here. Kind of a back and forth match, and you just wonder who's going to make that one big run here, or maybe a couple defensive stops and a quick change. Jason, you've alluded to this many times in our times together about good offense usually starts from good defense.
Three-pointer short. Schwantz gets the loose ball, and he'll come back. There for Connor Kastnik with the catch, and now the drive, bounce past Daniels, left hand good.
Nice play by those two to work together. It's fun to see that one. It's kind of poetry in motion there.
Those two bring a unique dynamic when they work together on the floor. Now we got a foul.
And I think that is, Jason, because they're really kind of considered the two posts, I would think, in the Yellow Jacket offense. Well, if you've noticed, they brought the ball down the floor the last couple times, not afraid to handle it and get into traffic and then dish to each other if they're open.
Looking to drive. Eder gets trapped. Now comes back. Yelanimi floats up a shot off the glass and in for two.
He wasn't going to be denied there. He just kind of worked and pounded his way right in to the paint.
Daniels with it. Now goes near side. A three from Schwantz. No good. Thompson taps it. Corrals it to Peterson. And the Yellow Jackets regroup with Kastnik. He goes in the lane, goes by the defender, but a shot is blocked out of bounds there by Daryl Eder.
Nice recovery by Eder. Connor did a great job of kind of rocker stepping and getting to the basket, and then Eder did a really nice job of getting back into the play.
Schwantz will launch. No good. Peterson the board. Another extended possession. The offensive rebounds. Well, just like that, it's turned over. Nope, back to Schwantz on a feed from Park Rapids. And the layup is up and in for two.
Yeah, that's that kind of that age old of don't throw it back under your own basket. Bad things usually happen.
Nice drive and dish, and Eder to the hoop for the layup. Nice offense there by Park Rapids. Cuts it to two. Peterson with it. Kastnik now. Looks left, drives, now kicks. Tapped out of bounds though. Look for Thompson, but Park Rapids closed quickly on Noah Larson there.
Nice work by teammates there. Good look by Kastnik, and Thompson realized right away, sorry, man, I should have been there. And so look for those two to hook up on that combination in one of these next few possessions.
Peterson with it. Now to Kastnik. Kastnik gets it poked away, but regroups.
Nice little battle between Eder and Kastnik going on here. It's been fun, and Eder's kind of taken it a little personal, I think, as Kastnik kind of got the drives going on him, and so now he's really stepped up that D.
Near side it goes. Schwantz drives and gets it up and in. 39-35. The Yellow Jackets leading by 4. As we approach 6 minutes on the floater by Morris is no good, but he's fouled. And Morris will be shooting two.
You go back to that last possession for the Yellow Jackets, and Schwantz, that's been a key, and again, I'll give you all the credit, Jason. You noticed it about 3 games ago, the Varsity too. They started, instead of going back to the middle as Morris hits his free throw, they've started to go more baseline, and it's really changed the look and the options in their offense. They're either getting a layup or dishing it across to an open person.
Second's no good. Rebound tapped around. Daniels will come down with it. And Schwantz will drive, pull up a jumper, no good. Rebound grabbed and cleared out by Ulanimi. Quick pass, Morris. Now Larson drives into the lane, draws traffic, gets a shot, no good. Fights and gets his own board. He's going to go back up strong, and this time gets it to go.
He really is relentless with the basketball. It's so fun to watch. He does not want to be denied. And then once he missed that first one, he was going to make sure he got all the rebounds.
Pass down low, Daniels kick out. Thompson stolen away. Noah Larson. The layup is good, and now the Panthers are back in front.
That's 13 now for Larson on the game, so he's definitely making his presence known.
Peterson now to Daniels. Near side it goes. Three-pointer, no good.
Thompson with the three-pointer there, and then rebound underneath there by Noah Morris, and Kostnik came in, kind of thought he had the angle to maybe to get the ball back, and we've seen a lot of that pinball action underneath there with little bit of a hand slap, but he gets called this time, and that's his third, so something to watch with 5 minutes to go. Hopefully he doesn't pick up another quick one here. Richter with the steal and goes all the way, and Levi's just done a great job of just forcing the action a little bit, and the fouls on Stearns for the Panthers, and that's their third team foul, sends Richter to the line to shoot two. If there's one part of the game, Jason, that Levi has probably struggled a little bit, it's been at this free throw line.
You stole the words right out of my mouth on that one. That's where I was going to go, and now he gets that one to go.
We did the reverse jinx.
Yeah, we tried something different that time.
Yeah.
Evens it up at 40. Morris drives, gets cut off, comes back. And now Arola goes near side. Shot no good, rebound grabbed, and they're fighting for it.
And in that little scrum there, we get a timeout by the Panthers, so we'll take one too, and we'll be back for the
Magnitude Sports has delivered over 1,000 broadcasts capturing all fourth quarter comebacks, walk-off home runs, buzzer beaters, 62-point volleyball sets, and double overtime victories. The excitement is on Magnitude Sports. Over 150 teams from 5 states and 2 countries have been featured on Magnitude Sports at both the varsity and sub-varsity levels. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and select your alert preference so you never have to miss that big moment from your favorite area sports team. Find us on Facebook and Twitter too. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
side out of bounds for the Panthers, and Stearns will be bringing the ball up.
We're tied at 40, 4:15 to go, and it's a nice steal there by Levi Richter. Richter drives strong and gets it to go. On the Yellow Jackets back in front.
Nice strong finish by Richter, and right out of the timeout there you saw the a little different intensity by the Jackets defense.
Rolla with it. Now to Morris. Back near side, Ulanimi looks to drive, plows through, and an offensive foul is drawn by Connor Kostnik.
And I'm going to compare Connor a little bit to Gabe Thompson. You know, I think if the true stats were kept he'd be filling up like every bucket right now. So kind of a fun night to watch Connor just do all of the little things that are pacing the Jackets in this tight one.
Schwantz with it. Now we'll go to Peterson. Yellow Jackets trying to extend the lead with 3:35 to go here in our second half. They lead by 2. Once again, Park Rapids filling in for Pequot JV, but our varsity game will be Perham and Pequot Lakes tonight. Kosinick travels, and the turnover goes to Pequot Lake, or now Park Rapids.
We got a lot of teams and a lot of kids and a lot of names going right here, so thanks for bearing with us. This has been a fun game. So here goes Morrison. He's probably the guy I'd want the ball in his hands at this time.
Now he has it. Goes to the right side. Comes back up top, Ulanimi. Kick it out here for Hartung. Over to Stearns. Stearns corrals it. Now gets it to Mason Ulanimi. Looks to the far corner. It's not there, as driving was Larson. The turnover gives it back to the Yellow Jackets.
And I can understand why Ulanimi thought he'd be there. That's kind of been his corner for this second half. He's hit 2 or 3 threes over there. So if I was Ulanimi, I'd probably be looking for him there too.
Levi Richter will bring it up court for the Yellow Jackets. Now goes near side to Schwantz. Schwantz up top. Header on him. Now goes to Richter. Richter's going to hold on to the ball, draw a count, and now drive. Kick out near side. Tapped out of bounds. 2:30 to go. Second half from the Hive.
Let's see what nice look they get out of this inbounds. Oh, Richter's wide open underneath, but wasn't the way they were going.
Gosinick dribbles, now goes to Richter. Dribbles through in the lane, bounce past Peterson. He launches the 3, no good. Richter's there for the board. Tries to save it and throws the ball off a kid from Park Rapids. Now gets tied up.
And the Panther fans are here wanted the travel, and the official was behind. It did look like a little extension of the arms right there, and probably a good call. And I won't even say probably. It was a good call.
Daniels tied up. It's stolen away, so it works out for Park Rapids fans. Hartung looking to go. Kicks it out left side. Ederer takes the 3, misses everything, and now a foul on Hartung. 1:57 to go. It's a 2-point Yellow Jacket lead.
Kind of a key foul there, too. It'll put the Yellow Jackets in the bonus for the rest of the way. So for the last 2 minutes, they can get some free throws, which usually is a good thing. Tonight hasn't really been the Yellow Jackets' strong suit, so we'll see if it works in their favor or against them.
Richter with it, far side. Looks to drive into the lane, dishes to Peterson, comes back to Daniels. Cross court it goes for Josh Peterson, and the 3 is no good. And back the other way, the Panthers. It's Morris with 1:25 to go, and it gets tossed out of bounds on the far side. Park Rapids has had some opportunities. They just keep throwing them away.
Yeah, and maybe trying to go a little too fast. Jackets were back on defense. And, again, that's why they play these games is for kids to get into situations like that where next time Morris will probably dribble out, keep his dribble, get them set in their offense, and look for a little better shot.
And now a foul. With 1:12 to go. We'll put Michael Schwantz to the line, as it's the 7th team foul. Ulanimi comes back in. Free throw is good. Makes it a 3-point game with 1:12 to go.
And I was just going to say these are big free throws, but I didn't want to do that jinx thing that we've been known to do. And thank you, Michael, for putting them both in.
Gets the shooter's roll on that one. Back the other way. 2-possession game. Now it's kicked near side. Into the lane. Jumper by Eder, no good. He gets his own board. The putback is good. Under a minute to go now. Park Rapids going to put pressure. Well, right now, not electing a foul. They're trying to get a stop. Now they're going to come out. With 40 seconds to go, Richter drives, goes to the hoop, and gets the layup to go. Almost a dangerous foul there, but Morris gets it to Ulinimi. Drives, kick left side. Larson drives into the lane, is fouled. Noah Larson will go to the line to shoot 2. Key thing is here, his 2 free throws will come with the clock stopped with 24.7 seconds to go. And it's the 4th foul on Kostanek.
And I think he just got caught kind of on that help side and maybe wasn't there just as he wanted to be. But, again, just kind of impressed with Noah Larson and his ability to get to the basket, shoot outside, inside. He misses the first one.
Second free throw is good. And we have a timeout. 24.7 seconds to go. We'll take it with them.
Magnitude Sports has delivered over 1,000 broadcasts capturing all fourth quarter comebacks, walk-off home runs, buzzer beaters, 62-point volleyball sets, and double overtime victories. The excitement is on Magnitude Sports. Over 150 teams from 5 states and 2 countries have been featured on Magnitude Sports at both the varsity and sub-varsity levels. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and select your alert preference so you never have to miss that big moment from your favorite area sports team. Find us on Facebook and Twitter too. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
Welcome back here. 24.7 seconds to go. Yellow Jackets with the ball up by 3. Will be inbounding on the far sideline. They get it in quickly to Onson. Panthers converge. And a timeout. And another one with 21.5 seconds to go. We'll take another break here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Welcome back to the Hive. Perham leading Park Rapids 46-43. Our varsity game tonight will be Perham and Pequot Lakes. A band of state-ranked squads getting ready to go. Following the conclusion of this one, we'll have a new stream for that one. Richter to inbound. Gets it in to Johnson. Back to Richter. Richter dribbles up court. Still has the ball, and he's working the clock himself. Does a nice job there. And he goes over the back, and they get the turnover. I was wondering if they were going to foul. They end up getting the nice stop defensively.
And looking back in this game, it might be one of those that we're going to get another timeout, but that Richter might just want to hold the ball and let them come and foul him. And then especially when it kind of got wild there where they were really trying to trap him hard. So, again, lessons learned as you go through this game, and that's why we're playing them.
A big moment here for Park Rapids. They're going to try to draw up their best shots. 10.9 seconds to go. Still have a chance to go inside quickly, but you have to be very quick to go to the hoop strong, get a layup and a quick foul potentially. Or do you just go for the 3 right away and send it to overtime and try to do it that way?
Yeah, there's so many options, and I think if you get into reading stats and figuring out what the Jackets would put them in a 1-on-1 situation. Do you just foul? And then do you pick out one person that maybe you've seen hasn't been hitting free throws? You follow them, you put them to the line for a one-on-one. Even if they make them both, you still get the ball out of bounds, and there's no chance for him to hit the three.
But there's also the dangerous fact that if you follow here, it could be thrown up, and it could be a three-shot foul if they're in the timing of that.
If you're going to follow, you got to follow right away.
Morris with it. Ooh, gets it right back. Now the three. No good. Rebound tap near side. Yellow Jackets get it, and they'll get the win.
And I would say that if you're the Panthers fans and you're watching, the guy you probably wanted shooting it was either Morris or Larson, and they both had the ball at the end. So a good, well-run play and a good rebound by Kostanek to finish out the night for the Jackets.
Yellow Jackets get the win. I win 46-43 over Park Rapids area. We thank you for tuning in. We'll come back and have our varsity contest here on the Magnitude.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.